Life on an alien planet. Are we the only ones in this universe? The most recent achievement in astronomy is the discovery of an increasing number of planets outside our solar system that provide optimal conditions for life. With the assistance of science, we picture what such extraterrestrial life would look like. Although studies are continuing, no clear evidence of alien life has yet been discovered. Such life might vary from primitive forms like prokaryotes to sophisticated entities, perhaps spawning civilizations far more evolved than ourselves. Today, in this video, we are going to give some information about the recent research and findings about the alien planet. So let's get started with this video. A pair of planets approximately the size of Earth are now circling a faint star about a dozen light years away. Those planets might be warm enough to host life. But if there is life there, and if these life forms have the same technology as humans, they won't be able to detect Earth just yet. This will change in just 29 years, according to a report published in the journal Nature in June 2021. That's because stars are constantly moving, and this particular star, called Teegarden Star, will soon slip into the right location to be able to watch our sun and notice the slight dimming that occurs when Earth passes in front of it. How curious aliens could spot us. Because the Earth revolves around the sun, this approach might possibly be utilized by interested aliens to locate our planet. Renee Heller, an astrophysicist and expert in planet identification at Germany's Max Planck Institute for Solar System Research, first considered this in 2009 when he was working with an office mate to develop a sky map containing stars that potentially have transiting planets that astronomers could find. One day, they were joking about alien scientists creating a similar map that would bring them to Earth. While we were working, we got this great idea. What if someone else out there is attempting to do the same thing with their sky maps? And if they would know that we were producing sky maps of them, he says. In our thoughts, we were trying to turn the tables. In 2016, he and a colleague produced a study that included a list of 82 stars with the correct inclination to allow for the discovery of Earth. They could have seen us or are observing us transiting the sun, Heller speculates, and might feel compelled to send some kind of message to us. That work was based on a static map of stars. In reality, the stars travel through space, and that means what they can see will change over time. I wanted to know who can see us today, as well as who may have seen us in the past and who will see us in the future. Kaltenegger adds, she understood that fresh data from the Gaia Star cataloging mission would make it feasible. She and Faraday focused on the local cosmic neighborhood within 300 light years of the Sun, which contains about 300,000 stars. We wanted to use the nearest stars, Faraday explains. When it comes to exploring planets, the ones closest to us will be the most intriguing. It turns out that just a minuscule percentage of the stars, around 1,715, would have had the correct vantage point to see Earth at any point in the previous 5,000 years. 319 more stars will migrate into the ideal position to obtain a decent glimpse over the next 5,000 years. Nonetheless, surveys conducted by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope have shown the presence of planets, including tiny rocky planets similar in size to Earth and positioned in a temperate zone surrounding their stars. According to Kaltenegger, 500 or so such planets might be circling the stars detected in this study. Indeed, several of these stars are known to be home to at least one planet. For example, the renowned TRAPPIST-1 star system has 7 Earth-sized planets. It will enter the Earth viewing zone in 1,642 years and stay there for 2,371 years. Meanwhile, the star Ross-128 which is orbited by an Earth-sized planet, is no longer in the appropriate position to see Earth, but could have done so between 3,000 and 900 years ago. Would they have discovered that there is intelligent life on Earth? Kaltenegger adds, after all, man-made radio waves have only been emitted from the Earth for roughly a century. So, the researchers looked to determine which of the stars on their list were also close enough, within 100 light-years, to have been washed over by our radio waves. They discovered 46 stars that can now observe Earth transiting the Sun and are close enough to detect radio signals. It made me feel extremely exposed, Verity adds, because I began to think about how simple we are to detect in certain ways. We're only a dot, this rock that rotates around our sun and blocks the light for 365 days every year. We're a classic transiting planet that someone may discover, and we have this radio signature that we emit. She does, however, point out that no one knows if any surrounding worlds contain intelligent life, and they are all quite distant. Perhaps none of them have anything like us, Verity speculates. Other researchers believe that studying how views change over time adds an important component to the hunt for others in this cosmos. Because light and radio signals take time to travel from one star system to another across the expanse of space. Maybe build a big sign to signal we're here. When the TRAPPIST-1 star system is in position to see the Earth in more than 1,000 years, we may possibly try to communicate with any observers there by altering the appearance of Earth's transit across the Sun, adds Heller. We could build space-based megastructures that reveal our presence to them, Heller points out. I don't know, we could plant a gigantic square transiting with the Earth, or just a few hours later in front of the Sun, so people could observe. Wow, that's not just an Earth-like planet with an interesting atmosphere, but there's also a square. However, Heller believes that delivering radio communications would be simpler and less expensive. For more than half a century, scientists have been looking for any communications given to us by alien life. Breakthrough Listen, a 10-year, $100 million effort, began in 2015 to greatly broaden the hunt for any alien communication. It's quite difficult to locate, and we've been debating for decades about whether magical frequencies, magical times, and magical places exist. Jill Tarter, Emeritus Chair for SETI Research at the SETI Institute in Mountain View, California, agrees. Tarter believes that this new study will contribute to the debate. I believe Breakthrough Listen will, if they don't already have these stars on their target list, add them. She claims that if the volume of space needed to be searched for extraterrestrial broadcasts was comparable to all of Earth's seas, humanity had only searched the equivalent of a hot tub's worth of water so far. No one should conclude that humans are alone in the cosmos, because we haven't found anything in one hot tub's worth of the world's oceans. Tarter argues, we've just begun our hunt. So that's the end of the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss out on our next videos. Until the next video, take care.